Have you ever wondered how to deepen your intimate connection with your partner and keep passion alive, no matter your age? In this video, we're diving into a topic that's rarely discussed but essential for maintaining a fulfilling and loving relationship: exploring the art of oral intimacy. Whether you're looking to rediscover connection, enhance pleasure, or simply learn something new, this conversation is for you. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell to avoid missing any videos. Your support means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. Before we dive into this important and delicate topic, I want to take a moment to express how deeply I believe in the power of open, honest, and respectful conversations about sexuality. Too often, this topic is treated with discomfort or embarrassment, but in truth, it is one of the most natural and beautiful aspects of human existence. Discussing sexuality openly is not just about improving physical intimacy. It's about nurturing emotional connection, building trust, and celebrating the profound bond we share with ourselves and our partners. To me, these conversations are as essential as they are meaningful. They remind us of the beauty of vulnerability and the strength it can bring to our relationships. Sexuality is not static. It's a dynamic part of who we are. It grows, shifts, and transforms over time, reflecting the many stages of our lives. While some might worry that it diminishes with age, I believe the opposite is true. As we mature, our understanding of intimacy often deepens, giving us a chance to experience it more consciously and with greater intention. What a gift it is to embrace sexuality as something that evolves with us, a constant thread that weaves through our lives, offering opportunities to rediscover passion, connection, and self-awareness. Today, I want to speak about an incredibly intimate and meaningful act: giving pleasure to a woman through oral sex. This is a topic that deserves to be approached with sensitivity, understanding, and love. While some might view oral sex as merely a physical act, I see it as so much more. It's a form of communication, a gesture of care, and an opportunity to connect on a deeply emotional and physical level. In my experience as a sexologist and through countless conversations with individuals and couples, I've come to appreciate how transformative this act can be. It can reignite passion, foster trust, and create moments of closeness that linger in the heart long after the act itself. Oral sex has a unique ability to deepen intimacy because it requires presence, attentiveness, and a willingness to give. It's not just about the mechanics of pleasure. It's about listening to your partner's body, responding to their cues, and creating a space where they feel truly seen, valued, and cherished. For me, this is what makes it such a profound expression of love. When done with care and intention, oral sex transcends physicality and becomes an act of devotion, a way of saying, "I want to bring you joy because your happiness brings me joy." As we age, the physical aspects of our bodies and relationships may change, but that doesn't mean our desire for connection and intimacy diminishes. Many couples find that their need for emotional closeness grows even stronger over time. Oral sex can be a beautiful way to meet this need, offering a form of intimacy that is not dependent on intercourse alone. It allows couples to explore new dimensions of pleasure and connection, keeping their relationship vibrant and fulfilling. From a psychological perspective, it's an act that fosters trust and strengthens the bond between partners. It requires communication, vulnerability, and a willingness to prioritize each other's happiness, qualities that are at the heart of any lasting relationship. I find something deeply moving about the act of giving and receiving pleasure in this way. There's a vulnerability in it that creates space for genuine connection. When a partner takes the time to explore what feels good for the other, it's an act of selflessness, a way of saying, I care about your joy and your experience. And when we allow ourselves to receive that kind of attention and care, we are reminded of our worth and the love that exists within the relationship. This mutual exchange is, to me, one of the most beautiful aspects of intimacy. Of course, it's important to acknowledge that every person is unique. What brings pleasure to one woman may not for another, and that's part of the beauty of human connection. Intimacy is a journey of discovery, one that requires curiosity, patience, and an openness to learning. As partners, we have the privilege of exploring each other's preferences and desires, creating a shared experience that is uniquely ours. Communication is key in this process. Asking questions, sharing thoughts, and being attentive to your partner's responses can make all the difference. For me, there's something incredibly touching about this kind of exploration. It's a reminder that love is not just about knowing someone, but about continuously seeking to understand them on a deeper level. In my experience, oral sex is also a powerful way to celebrate the present moment. Life is full of distractions, worries, and responsibilities, but when we focus entirely on our partner, on their pleasure, their responses, and their emotions, we create a space where nothing else matters. It's a rare and precious opportunity to be fully present, to connect with the person we love in a way that feels timeless and profound. This kind of connection, I believe, is one of the greatest gifts we can give to ourselves and each other. Ultimately, what makes oral sex such a meaningful act is not the technique or the physical sensations, but the intention behind it. When we approach it with love, care, and respect, it becomes a powerful expression of our commitment to nurturing our relationship. It's a reminder that even as our bodies and lives change, our capacity for love, connection, and joy remains limitless. To me, that's the heart of what makes intimacy so special. It's not about perfection, but about presence, effort, and the willingness to give and receive love. So, as we explore this topic together, let's remember that at its core, intimacy is about connection. It's about creating moments of joy, celebrating each other, and deepening the bond we share. Whether through oral sex or any other form of closeness, what matters most is the love and intention we bring to the experience. And in that, I truly believe, lies the secret to a lasting, fulfilling, and passionate relationship. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. The profound role of anticipation and emotional connection. Sexual pleasure doesn't simply emerge in the act itself. It's a journey that begins long before any physical touch. The beauty of this experience lies in the anticipation. Those moments of subtle caresses, lingering gazes, and heartfelt words that create an atmosphere of comfort and excitement. These aren't just fleeting gestures. They are powerful ways to build emotional intimacy. From my perspective, nothing is more fulfilling than knowing your partner feels cherished and desired. Studies in psychology highlight how deeply pleasure and intimacy are intertwined with an emotional connection. I couldn't agree more. When trust and relaxation form the foundation, vulnerability transforms into a shared joy. Imagine a warm, candlelit room, soft music playing in the background, and an unspoken bond where words feel unnecessary. Just the reassurance of being seen and wanted. When this atmosphere is nurtured, every touch resonates more deeply. Emotional connection becomes a gateway, making oral stimulation and other intimate acts not just pleasurable, but a celebration of trust and unity. Gently exploring the intricacies of anatomy. The female anatomy is beautifully intricate, a landscape filled with diverse pathways to pleasure. It's fascinating how the clitoris, with its thousands of nerve endings, acts as the primary source of sensation during oral sex. But to focus solely on it would be like admiring a single star in a vast, breathtaking galaxy. Exploring the surrounding areas, the labia majora and labia minora, with gentle strokes and soft tongue movements is a way to awaken the senses gradually and lovingly. From my personal view, there's something incredibly intimate and rewarding in learning the nuances of your partner's responses. It's like discovering a new language, one spoken through body movements and breath. By moving slowly, you're not just preparing the area for pleasure, but also creating a moment of shared exploration, where both partners are deeply attuned to one another. And remember, the clitoris, while central to pleasure, can also be exquisitely sensitive. A sudden or intense touch can be overwhelming, sometimes even uncomfortable. Instead, starting with feather-like caresses and gradually increasing the intensity is like building a crescendo in music. You're not rushing to a finale, but savoring every note along the way, embracing rhythms and pressures. One of the most captivating aspects of intimacy is its variety. Our bodies are wonderfully adaptive, meaning a single repetitive motion can quickly lose its magic. Alternating rhythms, pressures, and movements transform the experience into something unpredictable and exciting. Experts suggest that switching between circular and vertical movements on the clitoris can amplify pleasure, and I believe the beauty lies in these variations. For me, there's a profound joy in experimenting, starting with the softest of touches and then transitioning to firmer, more deliberate strokes. The journey becomes a dance, where you're guided by the subtle cues of your partner's body, her sighs, her shivers, the way she leans into or pulls away from certain sensations. These are unspoken conversations, moments where you feel deeply connected and attuned to her desires. The key is mindfulness, being fully present and aware. The joy is not in simply stimulating, but in eliciting emotions, creating memories, and sharing an experience so profound that it lingers in your thoughts long after. The art of breathing and the entire mouth, creating a symphony of sensations. True mastery of oral intimacy lies in embracing the full potential of your mouth. Not just the tongue, but also the lips and even the breath. The magic here is in how these elements can create a layered, multidimensional experience. Think of it as painting a masterpiece, where every stroke adds depth and texture. Breathing on moist, sensitive skin can send shivers cascading down your partner's body, awakening new sensations that are as subtle as they are electrifying. I find this aspect so captivating. It's not about overwhelming the senses, but about creating moments of surprise and delight. For instance, the contrast of warm breath against cool, damp skin can ignite arousal in almost indescribable ways. Incorporating the entire mouth allows for an array of sensations. Gentle suction over the clitoris, combined with the softness of your lips, can create waves of pleasure that feel intimate and intense. What I love about this technique is its versatility. It allows for so much creativity while ensuring that no moment feels predictable. There's a beautiful rhythm in alternating between these elements: light kisses, soft breath, and intentional suction. It's about creating a sensory dance that feels endlessly engaging. The power of consistency, turning pleasure into a crescendo. While variety is vital for keeping things exciting, there's something uniquely powerful about consistency once the right rhythm is found. It's a delicate balance, exploring until you discover what works best, and then holding that steady pace to allow your partner's pleasure to build. This requires patience, attentiveness, and a genuine desire to prioritize her experience. I find this principle profoundly meaningful. There's something deeply satisfying about tuning into your partner's cues, her breathing, her moans, the way her body responds, and using those as a guide. Studies back this up, showing that consistent clitoral stimulation, once the optimal rhythm is achieved, is often the most reliable path to orgasm. From my perspective, this isn't just a technique, but a demonstration of care and devotion. When you focus on sustaining a rhythm, it communicates a willingness to invest time and energy into your partner's pleasure. It's as if you're saying, "I see you, and I'm here for as long as it takes." This kind of connection turns physical intimacy into something deeply emotional and unforgettable. Beyond the clitoris, exploring a world of pleasure. While the clitoris is often the star of the show, it's essential not to overlook the supporting cast. Female pleasure is a symphony, with many erogenous zones contributing to the overall experience. Stimulating areas like the labia, the perineal region, and even the inner thighs can amplify arousal and create a fuller, more dynamic experience. For me, this part of intimacy feels like an adventure, a chance to explore uncharted territory together. Light kisses on the thighs or a slow, teasing trail of the tongue along the vaginal lips can evoke a sense of anticipation that makes every subsequent touch feel even more electrifying. By alternating between these areas and the clitoris, you not only avoid overstimulation, but also prolong the pleasure, turning the experience into a slow-burning flame rather than a quick spark. I genuinely believe that focusing on the entire body, not just the obvious zones, shows a level of attentiveness and care that deepens the connection. It transforms the act into a celebration of her entire being, mind, body, and soul. There's something incredibly fulfilling about making your partner feel seen and cherished in such an all-encompassing way. The profound emotional connection in intimacy. Oral intimacy, from an emotional standpoint, is so much more than just a physical act. It's a deeply vulnerable and intimate exchange between partners. It's a moment of trust and openness that allows both individuals to connect on a level that transcends words. For couples who have journeyed through years together, especially mature or older partners, this act can become a reaffirmation of their bond, a powerful way to reignite the spark that has carried them through life's challenges and joys. I believe that intimacy like this reflects not just how we feel about our partner, but also how we feel about ourselves. It's a dance of mutual respect, love, and admiration, where every movement says, "I see you, I value you, and I desire you." For older couples, where the depth of emotional connection often outweighs fleeting physical sensations, oral intimacy can become a sacred space to rediscover each other beyond the noise of daily life. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Masters and Johnson, the renowned pioneers in human sexuality research, were right when they linked sexual satisfaction to the quality of a relationship. Love, respect, and understanding are the pillars that elevate physical pleasure into something truly extraordinary. For couples who've grown together, every kiss, every touch becomes a testament to the history they share, making each moment feel even more meaningful. Oral sex as a bridge to deeper connection. Oral sex, at its core, is not merely an act of pleasure. It's an act of giving, of showing love, respect, and care. There's an undeniable beauty in the vulnerability it requires, both in giving and receiving. For women, this type of intimacy can evoke a profound sense of being seen, cherished, and desired. It's a way to say, without words, "You are beautiful, and I adore every part of you." I find it especially poignant how such acts of intimacy can take on a deeper meaning as couples mature. In our youth, sexuality is often driven by passion and curiosity. But as we grow older, intimacy becomes enriched by experience, wisdom, and a deep understanding of one another. For mature partners, oral intimacy isn't just about physical gratification. It's about connection, about reminding each other that love, attraction, and desire do not diminish with age, but instead evolve into something far more profound. To me, this is one of the most beautiful aspects of human connection, the ability to keep discovering new layers of intimacy, no matter how long you've been together. Oral sex becomes a way to celebrate each other, to remind ourselves that sexuality is timeless and that the bond we share only deepens as the years go by. Intimacy beyond the physical. Ultimately, intimacy is about more than just touch. It's about creating moments that reaffirm love and connection. Acts like oral sex are not only opportunities to bring pleasure, but also to build trust, express vulnerability, and deepen the emotional and spiritual bond between partners. For mature couples, these acts can be a reminder of the rich history they share and the enduring love that has carried them through life seasons. In my view, there's something profoundly moving about two people, no matter their age, choosing to prioritize intimacy as a way to honor their connection. It's a testament to the idea that love, in all its forms, grows more beautiful with time. And what could be more rewarding than sharing a kind of intimacy that doesn't just satisfy the body, but also nourishes the heart and soul? Thank you for taking the time to explore this deeply intimate and meaningful topic with us. We've covered so much today, from the importance of emotional connection to practical techniques that can enhance both physical pleasure and the emotional bond between partners. But now, it's your turn. What have you learned so far? Take a moment to reflect and share with us in the comments below. What's one thing you've learned today that you're excited to bring into practice in your own life? Whether it's about deepening emotional connection, exploring new techniques, or simply being more mindful in your intimate moments, we'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. If you found this video helpful, please show your support by leaving a comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our future content. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Red Art.